Alright, we're going to discuss line symmetry and reflections today. So first we're going to do line symmetry. And that just simply means that I can draw a line and both halves are going to look identical. It's like looking in a mirror or putting a mirror on something and both halves would look the same, or the shape would look the same. So if you look at that first rectangle, I could put a line down the middle and both halves are going to be exactly the same. And I could do a horizontal line and both halves would look exactly the same. So on that star, we could do the same thing, but we need to go from the point of the star and go straight down. And I can do this for each point that I have on the star. So I end up with 5 lines of symmetry for the star, but only 2 for the rectangle. Alright, so now we're going to do some reflection. So triangle ABC is reflected over the x-axis. So we need to reflect that based on the x-axis, which is right here. So we need to be the same distance from that blue line going across the x-axis. So C is going to be 1 away. A is 6 away, so we got to go down 6. And B is 3 away, so we got to go down to -3. So now I can draw in my triangle. So I have A prime, B prime, and C prime. And the prime means that a transformation took place. Meaning it was moved, it was reflected, it was rotated. Something happened to that original shape. So let's look at our points. So originally we started with A, B, C. And our points were 4, 6 for A. B was 9, 3. And C was 2, 1. And then they were reflected to be A prime, B prime, and C prime, which the new coordinates were 4, -6, 9, -3, and 2, -1. So if you notice, all of our x values stayed the same. So A started at 4, A prime is at 4, B is at 9, B prime is at 9. What changed was our y value. So when we reflect across the x-axis, your y value changes. So the way you can see this is xy becomes x comma -y. And that just means the opposite. So if we started at negative, it would go to positive. Alright, let's see what would happen if we go across the y-axis. So again, this red line is going to be our y-axis. So we have to be the same distance. So C is 2 from that line. So we'll go 2 from the line in the opposite direction. A is 4, so we're going to go 4. And B is 9, so we're going to go 9. Drawing our triangle. So this time I'm going to put double prime because we got 2 things that have been done to this. And so we can distinguish between the 2. So again, our original values are all the same. We got A, B, and C still at 4, 6, 9, 3, and 2, 1. And then our new values for A is going to be -4, 6. B is going to be -9, 3. And C is going to be -2, 1. So you notice here that our y value changed. So if you were to write the notation on this, it would be xy is changed to negative x, y. So it basically works out to be the opposite. When you reflect across the x, your y value changes it to its opposite. When you reflect across the y, your x value changes to its opposite.